It's time to know the news of the week. I'm Pam Rances, and this is the MB Rundown. Department of Public Works and Highways Secretary Mark Villar on Tuesday gave an update on the big-ticket infrastructure projects under the Build, Build, Build program of the Duterte administration to decongest Metro Manila roads and link the country from north to south. In a roundtable interview with the Manila Bulletin, Villar revealed that most, or 75% of these big-ticket projects will be completed by the end of President Duterte's term in 2022.
Well, in the next few months, we can expect we have some major accomplishments that are coming. One of which, in terms of Metro Manila, the Skyway. In the next few months, we'll be finishing it significantly. We'll also expect very soon the Harbor Link to R10 connection. That's also coming soon. By next week, we can expect the first 10 kilometers of the Cala-X to be open, passable.
Other big-ticket projects presented by Villar are as follows. While most of the projects are expected to be completed by the time the president finishes his term, it doesn't mean that the construction work will stop. Villar assures that it will still continue, especially with the pipeline that they have created.
We've already built a pipeline of more than 1 trillion pesos worth of projects. When we came in, it wasn't even 5% of that. So now, kung sino man ang magiging successor ni President Duterte, they'll be lucky because they have shovel-ready projects. And when I say shovel-ready, meron ng full-blown feasibility study. Some might even have detailed engineering design. So bidding na lang. So wala ka nang gagawin. Gumawa pa kami ng feasibility study, gumawa pa kami ng detailed engineering design. That takes 2 years. So I think that, with this kind of momentum, not only have we have these projects implemented, we'll also make sure that there's a pipeline for the next phase of this build. So
with the expected influx of passengers traveling to provinces this Undas season, the Department of Transportation or DOTr has boosted its Malasakit Help Desks stationed in all transport terminals across the country. Dubbed as Oplan Biyaheng Ayos Undas 2019. It will run from October 25 to November 4, 2019. The program aims to provide assistance to thousands of passengers heading home to the provinces for the annual observance of All Souls Day and All Saints Day until their return to Metro Manila. Apart from Malasakit Help Desks, Malasakit Help Kits will also be distributed especially to pregnant women, women traveling with children, the elderly, and persons with disabilities. The kits contain drinks and light snacks, battery-operated fans, face towels, foldable fans, wet wipes, hand sanitizer of permitted volume, and ballpens among others that are meant to make travel more comfortable. Meanwhile, the DOTr also reminded students from elementary up to college levels, including those enrolled in technical and vocational schools, that they are exempted from paying terminal fees in airports operated by the Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines or CAP, and seaports managed by the Philippine Ports Authority or PPA. Senior citizens, PWDs, and active uniformed personnel of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, Philippine National Police, and Philippine Coast Guard are also free from paying terminal fees at seaports under the PPA. While Medal of Valor awardees and their dependents will also have their terminal fees waived at all PPA-operated seaports and in all 4 terminals of the Ninoy Aquino International Airport. A New Zealand-based Filipina scientist recently discovered what could be the world's largest caldera in the Benham rice. Filipina marine geophysicist Jenny Barreto, together with Ray Wood and John Milsom, published a research entitled Benham Rice Unveiled: Morphology and Structure of an Eocene Large Igneous Province in West Philippine Sea, where they presented their discovery of a 150-kilometer diameter caldera called Apolaki Caldera. Caldera is a large volcanic crater, especially formed by a major eruption leading to the collapse of the mouth of the volcano. The Benham Rice, also known as the Philippine Rice, is a 13 million hectare undersea region which was declared by the United Nations as part of the country's extended continental shelf. President Rodrigo Duterte cut short his Japan visit on Tuesday due to unbearable pain in his spine following a recent motorcycle accident. The president arrived in Tokyo early Tuesday morning and was able to attend the enthronement ceremony of Emperor Naruhito. But upon his return to the country Tuesday evening, the president proceeded to visit the wake of the late Senate President Aquilino Nene Pimentel at the Heritage Park in Taguig City. The president's doctor advised him to take a rest the whole week, but the president plans to continue work and still receive visitors in Malacanang. Former Special Assistant to the President and Senator Bongo said that the president's ailment is not life-threatening, and an MIR test showed that the president only had muscle spasms. Pageant season officially begins this week as 3 Pinay beauty queens are representing the country in 3 international beauty pageants. Binibining Pilipinas Globe 2019 Leren May Bautista represented the country at the Miss Globe 2019 beauty pageant at Alcinge, Montenegro. Bautista placed second runner-up. Binibining Pilipinas Grand International 2019 Samantha Ashley Law surprised everyone online as she made it to Venezuela in time for the 2019 edition of Miss Grand International. This after she was reported to have had issues with her travel documents. The Miss Grand International 2019 will have its finals tomorrow morning, Saturday, Philippine time. Miss Philippines Earth 2019, Janelle T, will also compete tomorrow, Saturday, at the Miss Earth 2019 to be held at the Cove, Manila in Pasay City. Meanwhile, news circulated online that the Miss Universe 2019 will have its finals night on December 9 in the USA. The Miss Universe organization is yet to make an official announcement. Gazini Ganados from Talisay, Cebu will represent the country in the Miss Universe 2019. Meanwhile, here are other top news of the week. The Professional Regulation Commission or PRC announced on Monday the result of the October 2019 Certified Public Accountant or CPA licensure exam. Out of 14,492 takers, 2,075 passed the exam. Justin Louis Bautista Santiago from the University of Santo Tomas topped the licensure exam with a rating of 90.33%. Meanwhile, Christian Lawrence Cruzco, son of Senator Bongo, ranked third with a rating of 89.5%. Russia and Turkey agreed on Tuesday to ensure Kurdish forces to withdraw from areas close to Syria's border with Turkey. The deal, hailed as historic by the Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, will launch joint patrols and cements Russia's and Turkey's roles as main foreign players in Syria after the American forces withdrew earlier this month. Turkey seized control of a safe zone inside Syria, and the agreement with Russia will see it preserve the safe zone between the towns of Tal Abyad and Ras Al Ain. President Duterte on Wednesday appointed Associate Justice Justado Peralta as the new Chief Justice. Peralta replaced Lucas Bersamin as the country's top magistrate following the former's mandatory retirement Friday last week. Let's take a quick recap of the MB Rundown for today, October 25. Department of Public Works and Highway or DPWH Secretary Mark Villar revealed that 75% of the big-ticket projects under the government's massive infrastructure program will be completed by 2022. Department of Transportation or DOTr has boosted its Malasakit Help Desk stationed in all transport terminals across the country in time for the influx of passengers in celebration of Undas 2019. A New Zealand-based Filipina scientist recently discovered what could be the world's largest caldera in the Benham rice. President Rodrigo Duterte cut short his Japan visit due to unbearable pain in his spine following a recent motorcycle accident. And pageant season begins as 3 Pinay beauty queens compete in 3 different international beauty pageants. Philippine representative in the Miss Globe 2019 pageant wins second runner-up. And that's MB Rundown. I'm Pam Rances.